Hi everyone, apologies I've been there we go, sick for the last couple of days, hence the delay in uploading. Basically I've been coughing and spluttering and had some terrible hay fever yesterday, so it wasn't really possible to get a video and also, more importantly, to also do a voiceover. So my apologies about that, but I hope you can bear with me. Anyway, so to the video. Excuse me, I'll probably be coughing and clearing my throat occasionally, so just bear with me, please. So we start with our neck rotations as usual, so breathing out on the way down, breathing in on the way back up. And with our other neck stretches, so we breathe out on the way down, and we breathe in as we look up. Remembering to have the tongue on the roof of our mouth, on the hard palate just behind our top teeth. Just the tip of your tongue, doesn't have to be, a lot. And the other thing is, of course, if you don't feel comfortable with that, it's okay. It does help. It completes a meridian circuit. And as I think I've mentioned a couple of weeks back, it also helps to engage the muscles, the tiny muscles at the front of your neck, one of my physios said. So it's useful, but it's not compulsory, of course. So just doing things to whatever's comfortable for you. Stretching our shoulders out. If you can move them in opposite directions, go for it. If it takes a bit of time, what I suggest is getting one moving in one direction and then trying to move the other one the other way and just going with that. That's what worked for me. So doing our twists, so twisting from side to side, breathing out as we twist. Breathing in as we come back to the center. Breathing out on the way down. Breathing in on the way up. Breathing out the way down. Breathing in on the way up. I think of this as bowing and looking at our fingertips. So it's a bit like a dance that herons do, if you've ever seen herons. Lots of Chinese styles are based on animal movements. Based on nature. Just stretching to the sides. If you want to deepen the stretch, as I mentioned, most times you can put your hand behind the back of your head like so. Just whatever's comfortable. Stretching out our forearms. With these ones, there's no particular breathing, so just remembering to breathe in your own time. Stretching our wrists out. And rotating our wrists to warm them up. Okay, stretching our shoulders and also our triceps and biceps and chest. There's an extra one you can add if you feel like it, and so forth. Stepping to shoulder width apart, and we'll do our waist turns as usual. So breathing in on the way back, breathing out on the way forwards. So just as much as you can with all of these exercises, just try to do them slowly in a relaxed manner, in your own time. You don't have to match my speed, although of course if you're learning it might be easier. But if you do find that it's easy to go at your own pace, please do. And your breathing capacity might be shorter or longer than mine, so you might find that you want to go a little bit slower. Preferably don't go a little bit faster. The only thing, as I mentioned last week and the week before, the big feedback I've had from my teachers is that I tend to do this a little bit on the fast side, so I wouldn't suggest going any faster than what I do. Excuse me. Okay, so that's our waist rotations. And stepping as wide as is comfortable and shifting our arms from foot to foot. As much as we can, trying to let as you can see, my arms and my neck and everything don't really have any tension, just sort of letting those hang and be very relaxed and just moving from the waist. Okay, rotating at the knees, stretching our knees out. And back the other way. And then rotating our ankles. Okay, there we go. So that's our Kaimin, opening the doors, having our energy centers already opening up to allow the Qigong, coughing and spluttering here, to be more effective. So it's not just a warm-up, it is actually literally opening the doors of our energy so that everything else works better. So breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. This is our liver exercise, one of our, what I like to call the basic 5, the ones that we do every week, so that we've got a good foundation to build from, and so that you get comfortable and familiar and have mastery and all those lovely effects from that. So breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. Okay. Doing our other liver exercise. We've been doing this one a fair bit. So breathing on the way up, breathe out and squeeze at the elbows. Breathe in on the way up again, breathe out on the way down again. Imagine gathering all that energy in, breathing in, and then breathing out and relaxing. So breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down, breathing in, and then breathing out and relaxing. Same thing again, so breathe out and squeeze, breathe in, release the squeeze, breathe out, breathe in and then breathe out. Excuse me. Okay. So we'll do our kidney exercise. This one's probably very familiar for everyone. One of the big things to watch out for is squeezing at the legs for 3 and having no breath at that point. So we breathe in on the way up, palms forward, we breathe out on the way down. So at this point we've got no air in our lungs, that's when we squeeze. Then we breathe in and breathe out. Okay, I'm hoping that's making sense for everyone. So this is one of the exercises that's technically both a clearing and a gathering exercise. So we're blocking our kidney meridians by squeezing, and then the extra energy shoots up and shifts anything out of the way that's not supposed to be there. It's a bit like having a flood down a creek bed that shifts out any debris. That's the way of thinking of it. So this is our lung exercise. Looks a bit like heron stretching its wings, because it is. And it's slightly different too. So breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. For that one. Okay, our kidney exercise. Squeezing at the back. Breathing in, out, and then breathing in and out. Okay, let's try that again. Breathing in. Breathing out on the way down and squeeze. Breathe in on the way up. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. That's better. Someone was going a little bit too fast. Okay, breathe in on the way up, breathe out on the way down, breathe in on the way up, and breathe out on the way down. Okay. Not technically a lung exercise, but it will get things moving, as you can see. Okay, this is a heart and lung exercise. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And we do this in multiples of 3. I usually go for 9 because that feels comfortable for me. But if you want to do a couple more, go for 12 or 15 or 18. That's fantastic. Just remember that these are all quite potent exercises, so it's not like you need to do, lots and lots and lots of it. We do all that's needed. It only takes 20 to 30 minutes. depending on how much I can talk. So this is our lung exercise, breathing in on the way up, and breathing out on the way down. Back to our center, breathing in and breathing out. Okay. Our other lung exercise, so forming a beak with our hands, breathing in and exhaling with a S sound. You can tell why I'm doing a lung exercise this week, because I've had a bit of cold and flu and hay fever and stuff. Which is always good to get stuff out. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is a kidney exercise, so this is a longer exercise. And the idea is that you're thinking you're moving like an ocean wave. So nice rolling big slow ocean waves. And you'll notice that I'm not just moving my arms, I'm also moving my legs as I move my hands up. So then out to the side, back down, breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. Out to the other side, breathing in, breathing out, back down, and back to the center. Excuse me. So just continuing those movements. So breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. And as much as you can, just keeping it nice and slow. Think of slow rolling ocean waves. And remembering to move up with our legs and back down at the same time as we move our hands. So you notice as I move down, my legs move down. As I move up, my legs move up. Okay. So nice, slow, flowing movements, as much as you can. And then when you feel comfortable, we come back to the middle and do a couple more. Hopefully I did 6. I don't always remember it. I don't always keep count. Sometimes I'm just with the movements. And as you can tell, I'm not at my best at the moment, so bear with me. And then just relaxing, bringing our arms back to our side. Excuse me. Okay, our heart exercise, breathing in on the way up, breathing out the way down, our palms almost touch. Breathe into our shoulders, breathe out to our center, and then breathe in and out as usual. The big thing for this exercise is when we turn our palms, so turning them at heart level, not higher, not at our throat, and not any lower. So if you want to go a lot slower and check with a mirror as to where you're actually turning your palms outwards, that might help. So right there, right in front of our heart, there we go. Breathing out the way down, breathing into our shoulders, breathing out, and then breathing in and breathing out. Our spleen exercise, so you notice that the movements are similar to the kidney one that we did earlier. Just that our arms are different, and of course the rest of it's different too. So breathing in here, create a nice big ball of energy. Breathe out, take it down. Breathe in, take it up to the sky. Breathing out, taking it back to our center. And then breathing in and breathing out. So just like the kidney exercise, breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. Same thing out to the sides, breathing out on the way down, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And again. Imagine showering that energy down all over your body and then gathering it into your center and then relaxing. So the other thing to watch with this one is sometimes I notice people on this third one don't bring their palms up there. So it's palms up, palms down. It's different to the first time we do it. And just remembering to take it down, up, down and then up to the sky. Okay, fantastic. So that's our Qigong for this week. And I'm not doing the whole sequence of the Tai Chi this week. I thought I'd focus on some of the specific movements. Also based on what I can see in my live class on Saturday. So we step out with our left foot. Hands circle around at navel height. Stand nice and tall. And pushing down. and coming up. Drawing back down. Okay, hands circle round and then down. Pick up our right foot, right arm in front. Circle down and around. We're going to draw that left hand down and that right foot back. And tilt our hands up. So the bottom of my right hand is at shoulder height. And my left hand is literally just beneath that, as you can see. So it's literally like my fingertips are at the bottom of my right hand, just that they're spaced apart. And I think of that as a 45-degree angle. So not 0, not 90, 45. And also, as you can see, my right toe is pointed up. Collapse on my right hand. I trace over my right wrist with my left hand. So it's literally like you're putting your palm over your right wrist, and then you step out. So collapse that right wrist, trace over, and then we're going to step out to our right, and remembering to pivot that back foot. So it's got a fair bit to move, and it again ends up at a 45-degree angle. Just checking that you can see me. Palms towards me. Circle down and around, draw back to our rice bowl and tilt our foot up. Means that we're ready to step out. Step out, push out with the backs of our hands, draw down with our toe up, and then again we're going to step out, same thing, you can see my toes up. Push out with my palms. Draw back, and I'm going to pivot that right foot and pivot that left. Push out, bring my hands above my head, and my right hand forms a beak, my left hand forms a wing. Collapse that right hand to my chin, collapse the left hand under my elbow. I'm going to draw that left foot in, I'm going to ground that left hand, because if I don't, I will fall over when I do my heron, or I will strain my back. So these movements all have a purpose. It's often to balance out the other movement that we're doing. Often if you look at it, we move our left leg and then we do something with our right arm. So it's often balancing out the opposites. That's the Tai Chi of it in the Tai Chi. So we paint our rainbow, step out with our left foot, and end up with our right arm in front, arms crossed. So from a slightly different position, shift our weight to the right so that we can step out with our left foot. Shift it to the left, and then weight on the right, drag that left foot back in. Hands are at navel height, then we push down and come up. We look up as well, as I'm sure we're familiar with. Most of us have a lot of experience with this now. Circling around at navel height, stepping forward, just so you can see my hands. Hands drawing down and back, left hand draws down, right foot draws back, tilt that toe up. Clasp my right hand, trace over with my left, as I said, over the wrist. I'm going to wrap it around and step out to my right and pivot that back foot, that left foot. Palms towards me, circle down and around again, and draw back to look into our rice bowl. Push out with the backs of our hands, draw back, right toe up again, push out with our palms, draw back, pivot my right foot, pivot my left, back to where we started, push out, hands above our head, right hand is a beak, left hand is a wing, right hand to my chin, left hand under my right elbow, and at this point I'm already starting to shift my weight to my right leg so that I can move my left in a lot easier. Ground my left hand so that I can balance out my right wing, and then my right hand that's already there balances out my left wing. I've moved down so that you can see my hands a little bit. And then we step out so that I'm in shot and end up with our right arm in front, arms crossed in front of us. Okay, so that's it for this week. Just thought I'd focus on some of the finer details there. If you want to do the whole sequence, of course, please do. Breathing in on the way up. Breathe in here and hold. Breathe out as we reverse that. Breathe in, breathe out. As I was saying, if you want to do the Tai Chi, the rest of the Tai Chi, please do. It's just to focus on those particular bits. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and I'll get better soon, hopefully.